Oh wow, I am live. Okay. Hi everybody. I know no one's here right now, but maybe that'll change. So based on the title, I just got out of a relationship of 11 months. This month was on the 11th was actually going to be the 1 year, but he decided it wasn't what he wanted, and I respect that. Just been watching Marvel stuff all day. Figured there's got to be some people out there who are hurting from whether it's the same stuff or something else. Maybe I can help, because when I help people, I feel better. That's my dog. Courage. I'm downstairs, so but I am taking Psych 101, and I get the reasoning behind it. It's just hard, and it will be. To all of you hurting out there, it's hard right now. This goes for myself too, but I know it'll get better. You just got to keep persevering, stay strong. Don't let your heart be bittered by it, but use it to give you strength and better yourself for it. Whatever happened. And I'm not saying it's easy to be accepting of it, especially, if it ended bad for y'all and, or something bad happened. I'm not saying it's going to be top tier, easy peasy to just be okay, it's fine. But it'll help you feel better in the long run. Once you let go of the fact that you can't control other people's actions, and what they do is not your fault, ever. You just got to remember that. And I know I haven't really been on recently, but with school and stuff, it's been crazy. And then the breakup just happened, and I was like, I bet there's other people out there who are hurting. So here I am. To the shifting community, going to be focusing a lot more on shifting. I cope weirdly than some people would. Not bad, because that's not healthy. But I accept it, allow myself to cry and release the emotions, but I'm not going to let myself sit there and always feel the bad emotions, you know what I mean? Because that's draining. That's not good for you. And, I'm a person with severe anxiety, so I physically, I can't do that. Otherwise, I'll start falling behind in school. All sorts of stuff. And, it's not always easy, but you gotta kind of force and train your brain to be okay, no, they made that choice. I'm not responsible for it. They made that choice. Or, if you're breaking up with the person, ask yourself why. And, if it's for a good cause, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad. Especially if it wasn't a good, healthy relationship for you. I've had my fair share of that. And like I said, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry and release those emotions, because you should. Because if you let it bottle up and sit inside of you, it's just going to grow and fester. And, you can keep pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it down, but you're just going to feel worse. And it's never going to go away, and you're never going to really heal. So, you release that emotion however you can, and you cope with it. And don't be afraid of other people around you judging you for how you cope. Cope as long as you're not doing something bad, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others. Cope however makes you feel the best. And for me, that's, connecting with comfort characters somehow by watching videos and, kind of writing, reading, immersing myself in like the fantasy realm, because sometimes we need that when it's not and some people would be like, oh my god, that's not healthy, you're like split personality. No, don't let them say that to you. It is perfectly okay to get lost in, as I say, lost in the other movie franchises or whatever. But but still there's limitations on that too. You don't want to become so immersed that like you forget about everything else around you and like neglect yourself, because that's not what you're trying to do by immersing yourself in that. You're trying to like heal and find like for me, Marvel's been around all my life, so I guess it's like a comfort thing. Like the Wizard of Oz, I watched it all my life, so that's a comfort thing from like my inner child, if you will. It's like you find those things and you use it to help you heal. Just don't go too far, because everything can be too much. That's why you don't want to be letting out too much negative emotion, but at the same time you want to allow yourself to express it and get it out. Just not 24/7, because that's not good for you. It's gonna and in times of sensitive periods, you want to be careful how you're talking to yourself. That is going to be incredibly important, especially during that time, because you, in that time that you're hurting, are the most vulnerable. And if you're sitting there downing yourself, being like, oh, what could I have done, or like maybe I made a mistake, or blah 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 blah, you're not going to feel better. You're going to make yourself feel worse, and that's not necessary. And I personally don't believe that there's a thing as mistakes. It's choices. Everybody makes choices, whether conscious or subconscious. And, the people who disagree will be like, oh, that was a mistake. You're wrong. I'm right. That's not the case. We need to look at it at a different perspective and be kind to ourselves, especially when we're feeling that vulnerability. And also, one of the biggest things that struggles with me is like allowing myself to be vulnerable with others, whether it's friends, family. Like I haven't told my parents yet. I know it just happened, but like I haven't told them yet, because I think part of me just doesn't want to face the reality that, it's over. Maybe I don't want to worry them, but it's not their job to worry. But what kind of a person would they be if they didn't worry about you? Like, don't think like, oh my god, I can't tell them this because they're gonna feel this way. Okay, that's not your problem. They're there to support you, and if they really care, then outfit check. I mean, hey, it's been rough, okay? So, but if people really support you and are around you, they're not gonna bring in their emotions with it in that moment. You know what I'm trying to say? They're not like, you tell them, oh, I'm feeling really upset right now. They're not going to be like, oh yeah, me too. Like, I'm not saying like every instance. I'm just talking about, when you're seriously going through something and you seriously need somebody, they're going to be there for you if they really care. So, sorry. I kind of ramble a lot, so yeah, I'm slumming today but I mean, and that's another thing. Don't be scared to you don't want to not take care of yourself, right? But dress what makes you comfortable, especially in those times when you're hurting. Don't let people be like, oh, why are you dressing down? Well, mom, dad, whoever, maybe sweatpants and a sweatshirt is what I feel most comfortable in. Maybe it's comforting to me. And if that's the case, do it and stick with it. Just don't get so caught up in it to where like you start downing yourself and not taking care of yourself, because that's not okay. I'm gonna have to end this soon, but thank you for watching, the one person that joined. Welcome to my channel, I guess. This is a bit of a more serious topic, but I typically just post like gaming stuff or like horror stuff or goofy stuff. It's just I haven't been on in a minute, and that kind of hit me hard last night. And I was like, you know what? There's got to be other people out there feeling the same thing, so why not just get on and offer any support I can? So, all right. Thank you for watching again. I gotta go get ready for class now. So, take care of yourselves. And just hang in there, whatever you're going through. It will get better. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.